Hi everyone, thank you for joining me today for our workshop on marketing your brand, specifically geared towards small business owners. If you aren't a small business owner, welcome for joining us anyways. So we're just going to cover some tips and tricks for growing your brand using digital assets that you upload onto Issuu. And I'll just give everyone just maybe one more minute just in case any other participants would like to join us. All right, so it's 9:32 and we'll start today's webinar. Okay, so just a little bit of housekeeping. All participants will be muted during the duration of the presentation. If you do have any questions, feel free to hit the little Q&A button on your Zoom frame and just type in your question. And at the end of the webinar, I'll go ahead and just answer any questions that anyone may have. And brief introduction, my name is Tina. I'm part of the customer success team here at Issuu. So if you are a current customer with us, a new customer with us, there may be a chance I've interacted with you. So thank you again for joining me. All right. So one of the things that we get asked a lot, especially from people who are business owners or just people who, have a smaller brand and they just want to start promoting products is like, how do I start? How do I start promoting my products and my business? And so one of the main tools that I actually lead people to, and I'll be presenting around 3 different features that would be great for you to use as part of your Issuu account, is links and videos. So a main advantage compared to distributing a physical document is that you get to share out and incorporate digital assets into your document. So this can include any links that you have, shopping links, video links, or even building out a table of contents for people and your readers to navigate through. Okay. And here you could see what the shopping link module looks like on Issuu. So we did recently make a change for anyone has noticed. So you can actually add in links and videos before you publish it on Issuu. Prior to that, you would have had to publish your document first before you were able to add any links and videos. So this tool just basically allows you to insert any shopping links that you may have or any regular web links that you have. So taking the additional step of adding in links within your document will allow your customer to actually interact with your brand further. And maybe down the line, it helps you with your brand awareness. If that's one of your goals, is to have your brand be recognized by more people. And this also gives you the chance to have your brand incorporate any social media handles that you have from your brand into your document as well, because maybe the reader can click into it and then they can interact with it and then follow you, which is the best case scenario. Or they could go directly to your website and maybe interact with your products as well. So if you do have like a catalog, brochure, and any document that you're presenting that you want your customers to buy from, make sure to include any shopping links that you have. This actually also reduces the amount of time. So if maybe, for example, I saw a blanket that I liked on a catalog that was shared out to me, and I actually have to, and the publisher did not add in the shopping link, I actually have to type it in, which creates an additional step on my end. So reducing those steps will make it so that it's a little bit easier for your readers to buy product from you if that's like one of your goals. And here you could see an example of like a good way to incorporate any social media handles. So you could see here, this user has actually taken the opportunity to include direct links into their social media accounts and also their direct website, and also being able to overlay a shopping link on top of any items that they have in their website as well. Okay. And another important aspect of digital marketing and just making a digital asset is embedding videos to it. So as soon as I moved onto the slide, you immediately noticed the video that was present, right? So a video is great. So you could always include your company story in there. A great way to incorporate maybe some video content that you may have is maybe show a behind the scenes look of how your product was created, how your company came to be, or maybe like a behind the scenes look of your day-to-day operations. This gives the opportunity for your viewer to connect with you and find out more about why they should care about your brand and the story and your mission for your brand. And if you are maybe looking to generate a bit of revenue for your document as well, maybe you can also incorporate any ads from your sponsors or your brand partners. So this can be either in the form, again, of a link or just embedding a video here. So this would be our embed video on autoplay option, which immediately starts playing as soon as the reader actually clicks into it. And so we do find that users who are on a website spend actually 88% more time on a website if they have a video, and videos actually generate 1100% more shares than both image and text. So if you are looking to incorporate a video, a top tip for you is to make sure that the video is either 2 minutes or less. Anything more than 2 minutes will actually the audience will actually start dropping off after that point. So make sure to make it under 2 minutes. And viewers retain 95% of a video's message as compared to reading 10% while it's in text. So again, make sure to add any video content that you have, either something you can create quickly on your phone, or if you have any existing video assets to include. So one of the biggest components I get asked as well is like, okay, so I've actually finished sharing my content, I've added in my links, what do I do next? So one of the biggest components to marketing, and as attested by my numerous marketing managers here at Issuu, is analytics. So after sharing out your content, how do you know if you're actually successful with what you're looking to do? So within Issuu itself, that you can actually view any of your statistics through our analytics tool. And so one of the 4 questions that I want you to ask yourself is, while you're using your or sharing out your document and looking at the analytics, is what pages are receiving the most engagement? What type of device are my potential customers viewing my content from? Where are my potential owners and readers being geographically located? And how can I use my click data to my advantage for any of my future publications? Okay. And so here you can see the statistics, and on Issuu, you can actually view the page level analytics. So you see on each page how many people are viewing the page, as well as the average read time. So on average, how many seconds someone or minutes someone may be spending on your content. So determining which pages are garnering the greatest average read time among your document is important, just because you want to look back and see which pages are the most popular and maybe go back and reiterate it on any of your future publications. If you notice your readers are maybe dropping off at this point, so I have 35 seconds here, but then on page 16, it drops off to 15 seconds. Maybe consider rearranging your design layout so that any popular pages will actually be dispersed throughout your entire document instead of maybe congregated towards the middle or towards the front of your document. That way, instead of like having someone go halfway through my document and not reading the rest, they're getting an interesting flow of what your content has to offer them. And here as well, you can see on Issuu, you can actually access your statistics and look at the different reading devices and sources that your audience is viewing it from. So if you are maybe looking to see what your lead generation source for your views are for your document, you can look under sources here. And so you can either see, okay, a lot of people are viewing my content either from an embed, or they're seeing it from as a shared link from issuu.com, and also seeing what is the most popular viewing platform for your content. So maybe that could be a desktop, phone, tablet. So phone and tablet usually indicates that it's a mobile platform. So if you're finding that more of your customers are viewing your content on a mobile and tablet device, maybe consider converting your document into an article story just to make it easier for your readers to read. So the easier it is for your viewers to view your content, the more likely they are to engage with it. And article stories can just really easily be extracted from any of your existing content. And you could go ahead and look at the dedicated stats for that as well. Okay. And geography, an important part is if you're looking to maybe expand your brand awareness internationally, look to see where your readers are coming from. So as you can clearly see here, a lot of my current customers are coming from the United States, but maybe consider looking at any other countries that you see are garnering a lot of interest. So it looks like Sri Lanka and Argentina are some top contenders for expanding my international footprint. Maybe consider running a paid ad towards those specific categories if you know that your content is already performing well in those specific international regions. And so if you also are looking to expand your international footprint as well, maybe consider translating your document into that other language as well. So instead of just having my document in English, I'll consider translating it into Spanish as well. And here we have click analytics. So we're just looking to see what pages maybe are receiving the most clicks and what click-through actions are included on those pages. And if you are looking for a lead generation opportunity, I highly recommend looking in here to analyze it further. And you can always, as a marketer, you can always use the link clicks to determine which links customers are currently clicking into and maybe gauge your interest into what products they may be interested in. So for example, maybe on page 12, again, going back to that blanket example, I have a blanket embedded in there and I noticed that that page is receiving the most clicks. Maybe that's where I should focus my attention to in order to promote my products. Okay. So now that we've added in the links, we're looking at the different ways to analyze your shared document. We want to determine what type of product you're trying to provide and locate keywords associated with it. And when I say this, I mean SEO, so search engine optimization. So how do you make yourself a market leader when it comes to the product you're selling? SEO is actually a huge component of this, and it is something that requires actually a lot of research on your end as well to see what's on the top of a search engine when you click into or search for a specific keyword. So for example, if I went into Google and tried searching up, again, a blanket, what comes up? Is it going to be your product? Is it going to be your competitor's product? What keywords do you need to know in order to boost your brand awareness and also your product within any search engine? And here you could see that you could actually easily add in any keywords that you have onto your issue document. And under descriptions here, you could see, okay, see our 2021 collection for blankets, including throws, fleece blankets, Sherpa blankets. And I actually got these specific keywords using some free tooling, which I actually will present towards the end. It's important to include associate keywords with the keyword that you're trying to present because it actually increases your visibility. And within issue, if you do add in any keywords here, it actually boosts your SEO and improves your visibility to any customers that are looking for products that are similar to your own. And here as well, we can go over ways to SEO optimize your issue account. So again, making sure that your username is aligned with what your brand name is, including your display name, a profile picture, incorporating any CTAs included to your social media account so customers can click into it and learn more about your brand mission and story, including a description. So input any keywords that may be related to your product. Any text that you actually add into this description here will be indexed and again, will improve your SEO. And also include a CTA to your website landing page as well. And here we'll get into maybe some free tooling that you can actually use for your brand. So these are actually outside of the Issuu platform, but they come highly recommended from Issuu's SEO manager. And she actually uses this daily in her day-to-day operations in order to find keywords that are associated with Issuu. So one of the first free tooling applications that you can use is actually Google Trends. So within Google Trends, you can actually search up certain keywords that are highly correlated with the product and service that you're trying to sell. For example, again, I'm uploading a catalog to Issuu and I want to sell a product that includes a throw blanket. So I'll type in Google Trends and then I'll type in throw blanket, and then you can see here what date the term throw blanket was maybe the most popular, and it seems like it's most popular in November, which makes sense because it is colder during that time and people are looking to purchase that item. And you can also see by subregions here as well, where people are looking to find your are most interested in purchasing that product. So it looks like District of Columbia, Rhode Island, West Virginia. Maybe the areas are a bit colder during the winter, or the areas where you might want to promote your publication more, or maybe run a paid ad for your content as well. And you can see here as well any related queries that people are looking in. So first one is the throw blanket ladder. Second is sage green throw blanket. Third is mustard yellow throw blanket. So again, if you do have any of those products in your particular publication or in the product that you're looking to sell, make sure to add those in as SEO keywords, because you can see that they're clearly very popular, especially for people who are looking to buy it. So when you are marketing your product, it's also a great way for you to look in and see, okay, these are the most popular things that people are looking for. I should definitely include it in any of my future marketing efforts. And another free tool that is also highly recommended by our SEO manager is the Google Keyword Planner. So I won't be able to go over how to use the application. It's actually a little bit more in depth than I can cover in this current workshop series, but I do have included a YouTube video. So when everyone does receive the slide deck, which they should receive later this week, you'll be toggled to a YouTube video that will show you how to use this application further. So again, it's one of those tools that will allow you to find any new keywords that are relevant to your business, your product and service. One of the top tips that was given to me as I was researching this tool is always make sure to use very simple search terms. So don't use anything that's highly specific, because most likely the person who is looking for your content is not going to use something very highly specific. And it's also a great way for you to discover any new keywords related to your business and product as well. Again, making sure to discover these new keywords, incorporate it into your Issuu document or your Issuu profile account, and make it relevant to your audience. And here is just how the application looks like. So you go ahead and look for any new keywords that you have in your Google Keyword Planner. And so here you can see I can press into discover new keywords and then type in any of the products or services that are related to this keyword. So I'm typing in throw blanket. And here you can see on average how many times someone is searching for the specific term throw blanket, and any related keyword ideas that Google may have for me, and what the competition may look like for that specific keyword. Because if you think about it, a lot of other people may also be looking for that specific market share. So making sure to incorporate things that you might have high competition for your keywords versus a lower competition, but is a little bit more niche with your market. Okay. So I'll be opening up the webinar to a Q&A session now, and I also would love to launch a poll just to learn what everyone is interested in utilizing on the Issuu platform. Right, so we do have a question in the Q&A. So Allison Taylor asks, when re-uploading or updating content that has already been published, will the content have the same link or link change? So that's a great question. And so if you are re-uploading content onto the Issuu platform, the new content will actually not include the same links if you have added the link through issuu.com. And so one of the tips I do recommend to people who are maybe looking to refresh and re-upload the same content and still want to maintain the links and not have to go back and keep adding new links every single time is to actually add in the links during the design process. So if you're using InDesign or Canva, and adding the links there. And so every single time when you do export your document as an interactive PDF and upload it onto Issuu, you get to keep and maintain those same links. Great question. All right, so it doesn't seem like anyone has any additional questions for the Q&A. Oh, there we go. So Brian Emerson asks, I see my 30-day stats, but where do I find stats per day or per publication? So to answer this question, I'll actually dive live into the Issuu platform. So let me go ahead and funnel through here. And so statistics available to everyone is going to be different depending on your plan. So if you find that you're seeing the last 30 days, you might be gated due to being on the basic Astoria account. If you want to see more detailed analytics, you actually have to be on our premium and optimum account. But if you do have access to those specific features, all you really need to do is press into your publication and then toggle to your the publication that you're looking to view content for. So maybe, for example, I want to see how well this particular document is performing. And from there, I'll press into statistics. And here you can see there is a date range that I could toggle into. So when I do press into this specific field here, I can toggle between last 6 months, last 30 days, last 7 days, or all time. Or I could select a custom date to see maybe within the last 3 days how well my content is performing. Okay, let me know if anyone has any additional questions. This can be related to stats or adding links or just optimizing SEO. All right, so it looks like everyone has learned everything they needed to from this webinar. Thank you again for joining me, and let me know if you do have any other workshop topics that you'd like to see in the post-survey webinar. Bye.